to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumped in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way? Second down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They're going to run it. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne.
Touchdown, Clemson. Strong game by this quarterback.
Touchdown, Clemson. Number 86.
Kicking team on now for the extra point.
And the score.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Clemson, 7. BYU, 0.
Returner decides to fair catch this. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Pitches to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. And now the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They'll try to run for the 1st down. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. It's a run to the left. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
That makes the score. Clemson, 14. BYU, 0.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. BYU offense back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, BYU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
BYU 7.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And is intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing, the big right side of scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Powering right past the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Catch made by the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down. Completion made, and the senior quarterback showing his toughness to take that hit.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. It's third down for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The BYU offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the single back takes the handoff. Moving right through the contact. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown for Brigham Young.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Clemson offense is back out there. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Heading left after the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's complete, and it's good for a first down with a 36.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, BYU. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Now rolling out to his left. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab to get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Clemson, 14. Returner goes out of bounds.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense going with the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
He's running out of time here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tough running there. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And it's incomplete even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score. BYU 31, Clemson 21.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice...
Looking for a deep completion. Fired into a tight window and picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the run here. Lets him go. Grab near the sticks. It's Nicholson. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, BYU. And the defense joins the party with a score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
38, Clemson.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped that one. A great chance at his second interception of the game. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Nicholson. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
28.
This is a squib kick. Picked up by one of the up men. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They'll run it here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cougars will kick this deep to begin the second half.
Number 10 set to kick this one.
And the kickoff will be returned. And he steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Fighting off the tackler. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carting up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23. And the Cougars will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown for Brigham Young. His passing game is still on fire. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Running back has it on a screen now. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? Fights through a tackle. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up. The linebacker shifting around now. Using his legs, it's Nicholson. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Can they pick up the first on the ground? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Tigers line up with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled there by the defense. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them. It cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with
the protection breaks down again, back-to-back sacks.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming.
And the returner is tackled by this one coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Gonna run it. It's Nicholson. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. No huddle here for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And we're all tied up now. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A loss of 3 yards on the play.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
He's back at the 41.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's a quick grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Cougars pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Paul.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. BYU getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, BYU. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And a powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Handoff to the right side. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive load working to 44. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's complete downfield. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. BYU has now moved into the red zone. They're going to run the option. Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown for Brigham Young. They're setting out to try a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
BYU 59, Clemson 45.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, and he can't hang on. A little screen pass there. That's going to bring up 3rd.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Hit as he released it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Clemson, 45.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
It leads to second down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a short completion to the big tight end. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. This comes on offense moving quickly down the field.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Catch made on the out route. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
BYU. Clemson, 52.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson. He's swarmed by the defense. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Tigers will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's running out of time here. He's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to.
Touchdown, BYU. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Cook, they had a month to get ready for this pitch-and-catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answer so far.
The playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers the fumble. Touchdown, Brigham Young. The defense adds 6 points. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. Quick completion to the tight end.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And the game just good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will